Hey guys, this week's video is dedicated to all our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel. Lots coming up. First Friday, December, classes, Soul Circle, Hanukkah details coming this week. So yjprochester.com, don't miss anything. This week's Torah portion is called Chayei, the life of Sarah, our matriarch Sarah. Yet she passes away in the second verse of the Torah portion, and then the Torah portion is primarily focused on Abraham finding a match for marriage for his son Isaac. Rebecca, beautiful first Jewish marriage in history. Why is it called the life of Sarah? It's not focused on Sarah at all. In fact, all we have in this Torah portion is her death, her passing. This is a classic question that the commentaries address, and they say this teaches us a very powerful life lesson, and that is the righteous don't truly die. What does that mean? It means what they accomplish here in this world with their actions, with their impact, that lives on, their legacy. For Sarah, she impacted thousands and thousands of people. That's what mattered. That's what lived on. Her son Isaac was her legacy. Isaac getting married and continuing that way of life that he was brought up by Sarah, with the beliefs and ideals that he was brought up with, and living that life for future generations, that was Sarah's legacy. The fact that till today we are called the children of Abraham and Sarah, that's their legacy. That lives on. So that is why it's called Chayei Sarah. Yeah, it's focused on the marriage of Isaac because that is her legacy. That was what continues. That's what lives on past the physical body. It's a very powerful idea. You know, a lot of people, when they view what is transient, what's eternal, what's real, right? There's two ways. You can either view as anything I can experience with my senses is real. If I can touch it, taste it, see it, hear it, smell it. I don't know if I missed any of them, right? That's real. The other way of looking at it is the exact opposite. Anything that you can experience with your senses is temporary. It's transient. Anything that's intangible experience, that's real. Right? A delicious piece of 7-layer cake is here for the moment, but then it's gone. Meanwhile, a mathematical axiom, a belief, an ideal, those are things that are eternal. Those are things that are real. They last. What is real to us in this world? What can we take with us? There's a Yiddish expression, Tachrichem hat nicht kein Keshenes. Burial shrouds don't have pockets. What can we take with us? We can't take the stuff we collect. We only take our actions, the things that we do, the positive things that we impact in this world. That's what lives on. That's what comes with us. I remember growing up with this. I remember hearing this story that always was a great story for me. And there was, the story is there's this family in South America called the Reichman family. Reichman meaning actually rich man, and they were fabulously wealthy, Orthodox Jewish family. When the patriarch passed away, his last request was to be buried in his favorite pair of socks, silk, beautiful socks. That was his request. Now, according to Jewish law, we only get buried in shrouds, nothing else. So his kids come to the burial society and they said, look, we know it's a unique request, but you know our father. What should we do? And they said, look, Jewish law is very clear, only tachrichem, only shrouds. Well, during the Shiva, they opened up a letter that was addressed to them to only be opened up during Shiva. And when they open it up, it begins, my children, by now you have buried me without my socks, and I wanted to teach you a life lesson. You can accumulate all the wealth in the world, but you can't even take a pair of socks with you into the next world. It was always a very fascinating, powerful lesson that what is real, what is eternal, the connections we make, the impact we make, the inspiration that when we inspire others, the good deeds that we do in this world, that is our legacy. That is what is eternal. All the collecting stuff may feel good, but it's temporary, it's transient. So, good Shabbos, let's focus on what's eternal, what's real, and continue in the legacy of our matriarch Sarah. Good Shabbos.